Hello, it's just a blessing to be here. I'm kind of recovering from a head cold, but it's just a blessing to get to come out here. I was here last year, and I really enjoyed coming out and giving my testimony and listening to the music and the testimonies that were given last year. I was born right here in Danville 68 years ago, and actually ended up going to high school over in Woodford County, over in Versailles, and I kind of had a rough start with my life, with my parents being alcoholics. I grew up with that, but I put all that down somewhere along the line and joined the military, and heard the gospel many times when I was a young man. Never really responded to the gospel, but I'd heard it. I knew that Jesus had died. I knew the Christmas story. I knew all those things that everyone knows, but at that point in time I never responded, never took the gospel to heart. I went in the military, and I was in the military for several years. Probably I ended up staying 20 years in there, but I've been in, I guess, about 7 years or so, 6 years, 7 years, and my neighbor came over and invited me to come to church with him, and I was at Fort Campbell, Kentucky at the time. I did. I went in and listened to some good old-time hard preaching that I needed to hear about the gospel. And I started applying it to my own heart, and the Lord started convicting me and reminding me without Him I was on my way to hell. And I knew that was true, because it said so in the Bible. And I listened to that, and I finally submitted to the gospel and called and asked the Lord to save me. And that was in 1977. And looking back on it, we were even talking about it this morning as we were having some fellowship moments that we were discussing. How the Lord comes inside your heart and makes a major change in everything that you believe and know to be right. And if you'll follow that up and read the Bible, in addition to the fact that He saved you, you'll learn more about how to get your life in tune with what His will is for you personally, and get yourself going in the right directions and believing and increasing in your faith and just doing the things that the Lord calls us to do. I'm so thankful for my dad, who did take me to church as a young man and got me that start. And I'm so thankful to have found finally a good church that I can go to and listen to good preaching every time the door's open, and to go out and be part of these ministries and talk to people about the Lord Jesus Christ, and especially the one-on-one times that we have when we can sit down and tell people how to get saved. What a blessing that is. Amen. Just again, I'm so thankful to be here. I thank the Lord today for a beautiful day that He's given us outside, and I thank you all for what you do here. And thank you for the opportunity to talk to you.